Magandang araw, Sir Wilbur po, at your service. Narito ang ETUlay upang gabayan ka sa inyong pag-aaral upang lubos na maunawaan ang iba't ibang paksa o subject. Ang ETUlay ay isang free online tutorial class na pinangungunahan ng DepEd Educational Technology Unit sa pamumuno ni Undersecretary Elaine Del B. Pascua. Ang programang ito ay hindi lamang para sa mga bata, kundi ito rin ay magsisilbing gabay sa mga magulang at mga guro kung paano nila ituturo o gagabayan sa bawat asignatura ang kanilang mga anak o mga estudyante. Sa kasalukuyan, ang self-learning module mula sa rehiyon ng Calabarzon at kilala sa tawag na pivot ang ginagamit sa ating ETUlay online class. Kaya ano pang hinihintay ninyo? Ihanda na ang inyong mga ballpen o lapis, papel o kwaderno at samahan kaming itulay ang pagkatuto para sa bawat batang Pilipino. Sama-sama tayong magtutulungan para malampasan ang mga hamon sa panahong ito. Halina't matuto kasama ang inyong online tutor sa oras na ito.
Hello po ng ating mga viewers ngayon, sa lahat po ng ating mga learners na nakikinig at nagsumusubaybay po sa ating ETUlay online tutorial class. So, andito po tayo ulit sa ating subject, Introduction to Philosophy of the Human Person for Quarter 3, Week 6, and our topic is still the human person in the environment. Ito po ay part 2 ng lesson po natin nung nakaraan kasi napakahaba po ng ating mga topics ngayong week na to. Kaya bear with me my dear learners. So if you are holding your pivot modules and your learning material, so pwede po nating simulan ang ating pagkatuto sa ating intro to philo. So I will be your tutor for 40 minutes, si Tutor Eresa. So our topic is composed of environmental philosophy. So natapos na natin yan last week, but then we will have a review of environmental philosophy. And ngayong araw na to, we're going to discuss the environmental aesthetics and sustainable development. Malapit na po tayong matapos sa ating third quarter. Kaya mga learners, okay. So intro to philosophy is still a core subject for all our senior high school learners. And of course, are you ready na ba ating mga senior high school learners? So if you are ready, get your pen and paper, your learning modules, and of course, your presence of mind. And if you have some comments and reactions and suggestions, you can type it in your comment box. Okay? Mababasa po siya para makita rin natin. And later, we can have an interactive discussions mamaya sa ating assessment exam. So in quarter 3, week 6, as the topic per se, the human person in the environment. So ano na ba ang nangyayari ngayon sa ating paligid? No? Kasi last week, nagpakita ako ng iba't ibang mga pictures kung ano na ba ang nangyayari ngayon sa surroundings natin. Ramdam na ramdam niya natin ngayon kung ano na ba yung nangyayari. And sa science, tinatawag natin itong climate change. No? So nararamdaman niyo ba yung sobrang init ngayon? Ang tindi. Noong nakaraan lang sa Facebook lang nabasa ko 40 degrees Celsius ang Zambales, no? Talagang sobrang taas ng init ng heat index ng Zambales. Ito lang week na to. Even today, sobrang init kanina. Kaya nga ngayon, hindi ka na makalabas ng bahay mo kapag tanghaling tapat. Talagang feeling mo magkakasakit ka na sa sobrang init. And for now, isa sa mga changes din na nangyayari sa atin, yung health conditions natin, uso ngayon ang heat stroke, ang cardiac arrest, ang dami-dami mga sakit, ubo, sipon sa mga babies, no, na nangyayari ngayon. And of course, we are still in the midst of pandemic, COVID-19. Kaya, ang laking factors na nangyayari sa environment natin ngayon sa topic na to, so very timely siya, no? The human person in the environment. Sabi nga dito, human beings as a steward has to show care for our environment and not destroy it. Kaya nga, my dear learners, as a senior high school, we need to take care of our environment. Always remember that we are the stewards of our environment and we need to do something about it. So let's find out how to take care of it, no, of our environment. Okay. So last week we discussed the environmental philosophy. So what is environmental philosophy? It is a discipline that studies the moral relationships of human beings with the environment and its human contents. Kasi napakahalaga, my dear senior high school learners, na we always take care of our environment and ano ba ang relationships natin within sa ating nature, sa ating surroundings, kasi hindi naman pwedeng human person will na yung tao lang ang mag-exist sa mundo, no? We also need our environment. Kailangan natin ng makakain, kailangan natin ng good weather conditions, kailangan natin ng tubig, no, ng karagatan, kailangan natin ng water supply, ng energy. So all of it comes from our environment, from our natures. So if we're not going to take care of our environment, what will happen to us, no? Kaya napakahalaga po, part of philosophy, yung pinapasok na itong environmental philosophy is for us to have a study kung paano ba natin pangangalagaan ng ating kalikasan at paano ba tayo magkakaroon ng moral relationships, paano ba natin paano ba tayo magkakaroon ng moral relationships between human beings and to our environment. Kasi napakahalaga po nito. And of course, there are three views of philosophy when it comes to environment. We have number one, last week we discussed this, now anthropocentrism. In anthropocentrism, people believes, no, that humans are the most important species on the planet and they are free to transform our natures and its resources. So usually, this is the mind of some of the businessmen, the anthropocentrism. Peoples are the most important species on the planet. Kaya nga they transform some of the environments natin into resources. Like for example, yung mga kagubatan natin, dati green na green yan. Kung magta-travel ka papuntang Zambales or sa ibang lugar, no? Kasi ako taga Zambales kasi ako. Kung magta-travel ka, makikita mo talagang maraming puno sa kalikasan. Pero later on, mapapansin mo, umuunti-unti na lang yung yung mga puno. Kasi napapalitan na siya ng mga subdivisions. Ang dami ng pagbabago na nangyayari sa ating nature. Kung mapapanood natin, yung lumang video ng Ilog Pasig na napakaganda, no, na pwede mo pang languyan, pero later ano nang nangyari? From sobrang ganda na napakalinis, tapos it turns out naging pabaya tayo sa mga basura natin, itatapon natin sa ilog, so naging basura na lang siya. And then later on, nung nagkaroon ng maraming mga environmental issues and concerns, nilinis natin yung ilog. Although hindi mahirap nang ibalik yung dating ganda ng Ilog Pasig, pero little by little, we're trying to do something na malinis siya. So in anthropocentrism, we always remember, in these philosophical views, mas mahalaga ang tao kesa sa environment niya. And we are free to transform our natures and use its resources to sa extent na hanggang kaya natin. That is anthropocentrism. So are we in this kind of mind? Are we a transphocentrism mind? No? Tingnan natin, no? So shout out sa teachers from Planters. So biocentrism, another views in philosophy is biocentrism. So they believe that humans are not the only significant species on the planet, and that all other organisms have inherent value and should be protected. This is a very good views now, kasi we as a human person, we need to take care of our environment and always remember, no, all living things, no, dito sa lupa na to have value, have inherent value. Ito yung karamihan ng mga views ng mga animal lovers natin, ng mga plantitas natin, yung mga different environments, non-government organizations na we need to take care of our environments and we need to protect our environments. Kaya nga, saludo ako sa mga non-government organizations that take care of our environment, of our animals. So they have this kind of views, biocentrism. And another great views is the ecocentrism. In ecocentrism, they place great value on our ecosystems because they believe that humankind is a part of a greater biological systems or community, and that we have a significant role as a stewards or guardians guardians of nature. We are a guardians of nature. Parang guardians of galaxy lang yan, no? Tayo ang taga-pangalaga ng ating kalikasan. We are the stewards and guardians of our natures. That's why we need to take care of it. So, kung titingnan natin yung tatlong views, anthropocentrism, biocentrism, and ecocentrism, ano kaya doon ang ating paniniwala when it comes to our environment? Are we anthropo, bio, or eco? No? So, nasa sa atin yan, my dear learners. Kaya tingnan natin. So, another thing in this lesson, in this topic, is the environmental aesthetics. Pag sinabi natin environmental aesthetics, this view believes that a philosophical view that believes in maintaining order in the environment will bring out the natural beauty of surroundings and contribute to the well-being of the people and other organisms living in it. Kasi kung matatandaan po natin sa unang lesson natin, the different branches of philosophy, binanggit na yung aesthetics. Na when it comes to aesthetics, this is a branch of philosophy that see the beauty and beauty of natures and things around us. So, one of the best things in environmental aesthetics is tinitingnan natin yung kagandahan ng ating natural surroundings. At nagko-contribute tayo dito para mapalago pa natin at mapaganda pa ang ating kalikasan. Hindi lang ang ating kalikasan, kundi yung mga nakatira dito, yung mga living things na nakatira dito. At ano-ano ba yun? No? When it comes to our environment, we talk about animals, plants, ang ating yung mga ginagamit natin, yung mga na kinukonsume natin araw-araw sa pagkain pa lang, saan ba nanggagaling yan? It comes from our plants, no? Yung mga fish pa lang sa ilog, sa karagatan. Kaya in environmental aesthetics, tinitingnan nito kung paano ba natin papapaganda ang ating kalikasan. Paano ba tayo as a human person can contribute to the wellness of our nature? Are we contributing to this? Na isa rin yan sa mga malalaking factors natin. Questions dito sa ating pag-aaral sa philosophy. Actually, kung hawak po ninyo ang inyong learner materials ngayon, may mga questions yun. There are different exercises in our modules that tells us kung paano nga ba natin mapapangalagaan ng ating kalikasan at kung ano ba yung mga ginagawa natin to take care of our environment. So, there are different ancient thinkers that contributes in this study of environmental aesthetics. At isa na nga doon si Anaximander, ancient thinkers yan. So, according to his instruction, his sketch of the genesis of the world or cosmology. It means the evolution of the world begins with the generations of opposites in a certain region nature. So, nature is indeterminate, boundless in the sense that no boundaries between the warm or the moist and dry regions are originally present within. No? Sa mga philosophers natin, we have ancient philosophers, modern philosophers. So, iba-iba ang kanilang mga different views when it comes to our environment and when it comes to the study of our natures. Another thing sa mga ancient thinkers natin ay si Pythagoras. Of course, Pythagoras is very famous when it comes to mathematics. Pero sa philosophy, isa to sa mga sinasabi niya, no? He described the universe as living embodiment of nature's order, harmony, and beauty. So, he sees our relationships with the universe involving biophilia, love of other living things, and cosmophilia, love of other living things. So, napakaganda ng kanyang thinking when it comes to environmental philosophy. So, he described the universe as a living embodiment of nature's order, harmony, and beauty. Are we this kind of ancient thinkers na ganito ba tayo, kagaya ba tayo ni Pythagoras? Are we thinking, thinking the beauty of our natures, yung maging maganda ang kalikasan natin? Do we have this love of other living things or are we only loving ourselves? Tingnan natin yan. Kaya nga yung questions kanina, are we anthropocentrism, biocentrism, or ecocentrism views? So another modern thinker is Immanuel Kant. According to him, the orderliness of nature and the harmony of nature with our faculties guide us towards a deeper religious perspective. Orderliness of nature and the harmony of nature. So napakaganda po ng kanyang sinabi. There should be an orderliness of nature and harmony of nature. Kasi pag nawala po yan, no, ano na po ang meron tayo? No, ano na po ang mangyayari sa atin? Actually, unti-unti na nga may nangyayari. kung titingnan nga po natin, kasi kasabay ko ang DRRR's topic. So ano na po ba ang nangyayari kung ngayon sa paligid natin, no? Nararamdaman ba natin ang baha? Nagkakaroon ba tayo ng baha? Of course, meron. Ilang beses namin na-experience yan dito sa Olongapo. Matinding tag-init. Ngayon pa lang, ramdam na ramdam natin ang matinding tag-init. Yung pagbabago ng klima natin pagdating ng December, November, December, na usually, iyon ang month na dapat malamig. Pero ano pong nangyayari, no? This year, naramdaman natin yung lamig mid na ng January to February. Tapos ngayon, nagsisimula na pa yung pagpasok ng mga bagyo. At yung pagpasok ng bagyo, hindi lang siya bagyo na matasabi mong hindi siya nakaka-cause ng distraction kasi yung mga nangyayari ngayon sa paligid natin, it causes too much distractions, not only in our structures, sa mga establishments natin, but also sa our houses. Kaya nga yung nakaraang lectures na sinabi ko doon, no? Ano man ang tinapon mo, no, basurang tinapon mo, babalik sa'yo. Totoo talaga yun. Kaya kung hindi na yung magkakaroon ng orderliness of natures and the harmony of natures, and tayo, kung hindi tayo, if we're not going to take care of our environment, talagang sobra pa yung nararamdaman natin ngayon na disaster. Sabi nga, ang nature natin, gamitin mo lang yan ang gamitin, pero pag yan, naningil na sa atin, mas matindi na yung paniningil na ginagawa niyan. Kaya dapat we need to take care of it. So another modern thinker is Herbert Marcuse. According to him, humans have power over nature. So ito naman may pagka-anthropocentrism ang kanyang dating. Kasi for him, humans have power. So ibig sabihin, the human person sila yung mas stronger sa nature natin. We are free to use our nature. So yun ang kanyang thinkers. So sa mga modern and ancient thinkers natin, dito na buo yung mga iba't ibang philosophical, environmental philosophical views, environmental aesthetics na idea. According to George Herbert Mead, man have duties and responsibilities in nature. Napakaganda naman ang kanyang sinabi. Man have duties and responsibilities in nature. Yes, we all have responsibilities and duties. Kaya we need to take care of our nature. We need to take care of our environment. Because kapag hindi natin ginawa yan, eto na, yung nangyayari sa atin. Mas worse pa kaya, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, ano na kayang mangyayari sa atin? Right now, no, we are in the midst of pandemic COVID-19. Yan pa lang yan. How much more 10 years, 20 years from now? Nag-i-evolve na yung ating ang virus, nag-i-evolve din yan, no? Ganun din sa environment natin. Nag-i-evolve din yung disasters na nagaganap sa ating surroundings. So then, after this kind of environmental aesthetics, we now proceed to sustainable development. Sustainable development, it means development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. To put it simply, the idea of sustainable development is any environmental, economic, and social advances can be realized within the carrying capacity of Earth's natural resources. Na sustainable development kasi hindi naman talaga natin maiiwasan na hindi gamitin ang ating nature. Saan ba natin dito pa nga lang sa paggawa natin ng module, ano ba ang kailangan natin? Papel. Saan ba gawa ang papel? Sa mga punong kahoy, no? Kapag kakain ka sa mga fast food, yung mga pinaglalagyan niya, saan ba galing yung mga yan? Yung mga ginagamit natin ngayon, saan ba galing yung mga yan? Siyempre, it comes from nature. Kaya, imposibleng hindi natin gamitin ang ating kalikasan. Ngayon, sa paggamit natin sa kalikasan, ano ba ang pwede natin gawin out of it? No? Kaya lumalabas itong mga different sustainable development plan or different sustainable development activities, no, na nagka-come up tayo sa mga ganito kasi hindi nga natin maiiwasan na gamitin ang ating nature. Yun nga lang, sa paggamit natin, dapat we need to become responsible. Kung kailangan mo ng puno para gumawa ng papel, dapat tumbasan mo rin yung pinutol mong puno. Kaya magtanim ka, no? Palitan yung punong tinanggal mo. Pero hindi naman kasi ibig sabihin na magpuputol ka ng puno, lahat na ng puno dyan, puputulin mo. Siyempre, kailangan din natin, kasi saan ba nang oxygen natin? syempre galing yan sa ating mga plans natin. So kailangan we need to become responsible, and this comes up the sustainable development activities, sustainable development plan. Sa ating mga learners po na may hawak ng module ngayon, may mga activities doon, essay writing activities and poster making activities on how are you going to show this kind of sustainable development activity. No? So there are different principles of sustainability. Number one is environmental integrity. According to this environmental integrity, this is any human activities or economic advances should not unduly disrupt the environment and human communities located in the area. The environment should not be drastically impacted by human activities or economic advances should not unduly disrupt the environment and human communities located in the area. Environmental integrity. Another thing is economic efficiency. This is to ensure that there is minimum to zero waste in using our natural resources. Minimum to zero waste in using our natural resources. Kaya nga sabi ko kanina, hindi talaga natin maiiwasan na hindi gamitin ng ating nature. Ngayon, ano ang pwede nating gawin kapag ginamit natin siya? Kailangan nating palitan ang ating ginamit. No? Kaya nga alam niyo yung mga different organizations na yon or different establishment na gumagamit ng mga recyclable products. Saludo ako sa inyo kasi hindi talaga natin maiiwasan yung pagtambak ng basura. Pero hanggang maaari na marirecycle natin yung mga basurang ito from biodegradable to non-biodegradable at kung yung mga pwede pa nating magamit, no, ay ginagamit natin or nire-recycle natin into another products, maganda yon, na magandang activities yun, magandang pwede rin yung source of income. Kaya saludo ako sa mga ganun kasi may mga nakikita ako sa Facebook, yung may mga ibang country ginagamit nila yung mga plastics, yung mga waste materials na mga non-biodegradable waste materials, yun yung ginagamit nila sa kalsada, paggawa ng kalsada. Tapos yung mga ginagamit sa mga paghahalaman, no, yung mga paso, instead na bumili ng mga mamahaling paso, yung ginagamit nila yung mga cans, yung mga pinaglagyan ng water, no? So maraming mga ways na ginagamit just to recycle yung mga use na ginagamit natin. Kasi para ma-lessen yung mga basura, tapos makatulong tayo sa inang kalikasan. We have this what we call equity. It refers to conserving our natural resources so that the future generations will still be able to use it. Kaya nga kanina yung tanong ko, 10 years, 20 years from now, ano na kayang itsura ng environment natin? Kasi kung ngayon pa lang, masyado tayong anthropocentrism mind, hindi natin pangangalagaan ng ating kalikasan, hindi natin iingatan ng ating kalikasan, ano pa kaya ang mangyayari sa ating susunod na henerasyon, sa ating mga anak na maliliit pa ngayon, or sa magiging apo pa natin, meron pa kaya silang bahay na matutuluyan? Meron pa kaya silang alam natin na wala yung ilaw or yung electric to conserve our electricity. And actually, timely nga rin yung topic na to sa senior high school kasi kanina, last week, nung gumagawa ako ng modules, tinutulungan ko yung anak ko na nag-grade 2 sa kanyang modules. Ang topic din nila is sustainability. Tagalog sa mother tongue nila tsaka sa Araling Panlipunan. Paano sila makakatulong sa pangangalaga ng kalikasan? Imagine grade 2 pa lang tinatalakay na to. How much more sa senior high school? Kaya dapat tayo mga senior high school learners natin be responsible kasi mas dapat makita ang pagiging responsible sa atin. Kasi tayo yung mga adult na. So, activities. Let's proceed to activities. Do we have any questions? Okay, so let's proceed now to activities. Actually, there are a lot of activities in these modules. Isa sa mga activities nito, hindi ko na siya pinost dito, pero isa sa mga activities yung poster making, paggawa ng poster regarding sustainable development, ano yung plano natin para mapaganda ang ating kalikasan, maibalik ang ating kalikasan sa dati niyang itsura, essay writing on sustainable developments, at pa ang kasan or makatulong tayo sa pagbabago no, sa basura na meron tayo, paano yung mga recycle, paano natin ma-recycle yung mga products na meron tayo na mga basurang meron tayo diyan no, na pwede natin ma-recycle. So isa 'yun sa mga basta susundan nyo lang yung rubrics. No? Sa poster, wala namang nasisiro sa poster. Basta susundan nyo lang po yung rubrics kasi yung rubrics natin, naka-attach na siya sa ating pivot modules or sa ating hawak na modules or learners materials. If you're and kasiraan if it is false. No? So kalikasan and kasiraan lang ang ating ilalagay. We have number 1. Sabi, anthropocentrism focuses on the part of humankind as a stewards or guardians of nature. Kasiraan. Okay. The answer is kasiraan. No? Kasi ang sabi niya, anthropocentrism focuses on the parts of humankind as a stewards. Ang anthropocentrism, no, they believe that human is the most important species of the planets. Ano bang views yung may stewards or guardians of nature? That is ecocentrism. That's kaya siya kasiraan. Number 2. Both ancient and modern thinkers believe that man will bring out the natural beauty of environment if they are capable to govern the nature. Is it kasiraan or kalikasan? So the right answer is kalikasan. Okay, next. Number 3. Biocentrism advocates ethical treatment of animals. Is it kasiraan o kalikasan? The right answer is kalikasan. Number 4. Deep ecology is a philosophical idea that combines feminism and ecology concerns, emphasizing that both suffer from their treatment by a male-dominated society. Is it kalikasan or kasiraan? The right answer is kasiraan. Sabi, deep ecology is a philosophical idea that combines feminism and ecology. Number 5. Environmental aesthetics is a philosophical view. All life forms have an equal right to exist and human needs and desires have no priority over those of other organisms. Okay. Is it kasiraan or kalikasan? Okay. The right answer is kasiraan. Okay. So, tandaan po natin no, sa ating lesson, ang tinalakay po natin ay ang environmental philosophy. What are the different views in philosophy? We had anthropocentrism, biocentrism, and ecocentrism. And we also studied the environmental aesthetics and the sustainable development. So sustainable development, we have economic integrity, equity. Okay, so napakahalaga po ng mga different views na yon sa pag-aaral po natin ng human person in the environment. So next week po, we're going to discuss the prudence and frugality. So malapit-lapit na tayo kasi exam na next week, no? Summative test na next week. Kaya my dear learners, if you have comments and suggestions, you can email us at edtech@deped.gov.ph or yun lamang po. Thank you at magandang hapon po sa lahat po ng ating mga learners sa buong SDO po ng Olongapo City. Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. Yun lamang po, maraming salamat. Paalam.
Sigurado ako na marami ka na namang natutuhan sa ating ETUlay tutorial session ngayong araw. Tandaan, ito ay hindi lamang para sa ating mga mag-aaral, kundi pati rin sa ating mga minamahal na guro at mga magulang na kaagapay natin para maituloy ang pagkatuto sa kabila ng nararanasang pandemya. Patuloy ding sumubaybay sa DepEd TV para sa mga araling ginawang video episodes. Mapapanood ito mula Lunes hanggang Sabado, alas 7 ng umaga hanggang alas 7 ng gabi sa inyong mga telebisyon. Abangan bukas mula alauna ng tanghali ang iba pang aralin sa ating ETUlay free online tutorial session sa mathematics. I-like and subscribe at manatiling nakasubaybay sa ating ETUlay tutorial session sa DepEd Edtech Unit FB page at Educational Technology Unit channel sa YouTube at sa DepEd Tayo at DepEd Philippines social media accounts. Paalam!